Hello, my lit heads and everyone else of YouTube. So today I'm finally going to make my video about Sonic Forces and what I know about it from seeing other videos about it, and just what I think about the game so far. So there has been some video game footage released about Sonic Forces, and it's only I think like 30 or 40 seconds long, so there's not too much to go off of it, but basically, even though it's been stated it's not a sequel to Sonic Generations, it might as well be one. The gameplay is almost exactly the same as Sonic Generations. Classic Sonic is back, and there is information that there is going to be a third playable character. We don't know who it is, we don't know what the character is going to be like, but knowing Sega, I'm not really that hyped about that at all, because Sega is known, Sonic Team is known to introduce a new character and then they go away. Except for the Wisp. For some reason they just sort of stayed and became basically the Sonic equivalent of a power-up now. Like how Mario has his power-ups, basically. Which I think is dumb, because they're all Sonic Forces, and to me this kind of defeats the whole purpose of Sonic Colors. Like, wasn't that the whole point of the game, that the Wisps are saved by Sonic and that the planet is saved, and that the Wisp can go back to Planet Wisp and live on their planet in peace? Well, I guess not, because they're popping up in basically every Sonic game now, so I don't really get them. What was the point if they're just not gonna go and stay and live on their planet? And then same thing with Chip. Chip was introduced in Sonic Unleashed, only for him to go away. So yeah, so what's the point of introducing these characters if they're not going to really become, a part of Sonic's world and a part of the main cast, like they did with Shadow and now Silver? So I guess if you're not a hedgehog, you're not cool enough. I'm joking. We have Blaziken as well. Moving on from that, I also heard that some characters are going to be in the game, Sonic's friends, but they're not playable, because again, this is pretty much like Sonic Generations, it's only Sonic. But as for the main three characters, the third character, I really don't know what to say. I mean, it could be a completely new playstyle, kind of like Silver, with his like powers, or it could be something similar to the adventure playstyle. I don't know. I think that would be cool. But Sonic, I don't know. Like, ever since I feel like Sonic 06 happened, I feel like they're almost afraid to go back to the adventure style, and I just feel like they're never going to do that ever again. Personally, I did think Lost World style was pretty good. I just didn't like the tubular level design and stuff like that. But, if they had something like Lost World's gameplay in Sonic Forces, I think that would be fine as well. I think that'd be kind of cool. But the fact that Classic Sonic is even there is just kind of weird for me. Because, again, people are like, oh, it's not a sequel to Sonic Generations, then why the hell was Classic Sonic here? Why is he going to have then pretty much the same gameplay as Sonic Generations? It doesn't really make sense. In all honesty, I don't like Classic Sonic being there, because to me, that's sort of Sega's way of saying we're not confident in modern Sonic. We're not confident in his playstyle. When you think about it, the boost gameplay has always been tacked on with a gimmick. With Sonic Unleashed, we have the daytime stages, and then the Werehog. Sonic Generations, we have Sonic's, boost to win, whatever, boost playstyle, and then you have Classic Sonic. And then we have that again with this game. So it feels like if the game is just Sonic with his boost style gameplay, that they don't know what to do, or something, like they don't feel like that is strong enough to stand alone and be just what carries the whole game, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting, and that's what I feel, because they just spammed Classic Sonic into this game. And it feels even more irrelevant because we have Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is, Classic Sonic at arguably his best ever, because this is a Sonic game made by a Sonic fan. I mean, I can't get over that. I think that is so cool that Sega went and just hired this guy who made his own fan Sonic games, and if I remember right, I think he also remade Sonic CD and some of the other games, like with his own style, with his own twist to it. So the fact that they saw this guy didn't want to sue him, unlike Nintendo, and said, hey, this guy's so good, let's hire him and make him, you know, part of Sega pretty much, and now make an official Sonic game. That blows my mind, and I think it's awesome. So, you know, we have Sonic Mania. Why do we need him now popping up in Forces? In all honesty, I feel like it should have been Shadow who pops up to save Sonic, because Sonic and Shadow are supposed to be kind of friends, you know, like the dynamic of Sonic, or, yeah, not Sonic, the dynamic of Goku and Vegeta, or Naruto and Sasuke, just characters who are kind of polar opposites in terms of personality, but they have a mutual respect for each other, and that's how they became friends. So, you know, because of that, I feel like, you know, shouldn't Shadow be here and, you know, fight alongside Sonic and help him? That would be cool. The last time we ever saw that happen, pretty much ever, where they worked together, was Sonic 06. And that's lame. I want to see them work together more and, you know, fight together more. That's why it was kind of weird how in Generations, how Shadow just randomly wants to beat up Sonic again. Like, are you just supposed to be his ally, you know? So it's weird. I feel like some of the choices they made for Sonic Forces is weird. The fact that Eggman has won, and that's why the world is in this, you know, kind of apocalyptic state in Sonic Forces, I think is cool. Because, you know what, it's something that we've needed for a long time. Eggman has become a joke. I think he sucks. I mean, he's a silly cartoon man who looks like an egg. You know, I get you can only take that seriously, you know, to such an extent. But with Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure and even Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he was a force to be reckoned with. This guy, even though he looked silly, he showed that he could be a true menacing person and, you know, a real threat. Like on Sonic 3 and Knuckles, he actually sets an entire forest on fire trying to kill Sonic. You know, that's pretty intense. Or how in Sonic Adventure, he floods an entire city with perfect chaos. You know, or in Sonic Adventure 2, he basically blows up half of the moon. You know, this is a guy who can cause, you know, real damage to the world and, you know, potentially hurt a bunch of people, and he can kill people. If Sonic wasn't such a kid-friendly, E-rated series, he could definitely kill a lot of people too. And yet, I feel like with the more recent games, that sort of threat, that sort of feeling to Eggman has gone away. He's become just a joke when, you know, he could be taken seriously to an extent. I feel like the fact that he's taken over the world and he finally has shown, you know, what a world ruled by Eggman would be like, that it's just this apocalyptic state. That's what we need. I like that Eggman is now a serious, you know, kind of scary, to an extent, you know, cartoon villain again. And I really hope that with Sonic Forces we see more of that. We see, you know, other parts of Mobius or wherever the hell Sonic lives. Seriously, they really need to establish a continuity to this franchise. I'm going to make another video about that too. So wherever the hell Sonic is, they need to establish more of that, you know, like the other parts of the world that are ruined, you know, and how are Sonic's friends dealing with this, you know, stuff like that. Like, Sonic Forces has the potential to be really cool, but also really lame, because it's Sega we're talking about, you know, so who knows? Who knows what the hell this is going to be like. But, I'm neutral. I'm not optimistic for it, but I'm not like, this is going to be the worst game ever. I think it'll be just, we have to see. We have to wait and see. It's too soon, you know, for me to really say anything. But, I'm looking forward to Sonic Forces. You know, I'm really hoping this game will be more cool, you know, have that, I mean, it looks like it's definitely going to have that darker, more intense story, but do not go over the top, do not overdo it, because that's how we got Sonic 6 and Shadow the Hedgehog. That was trying to be dramatic, that was try hard, you know. So I really hope they do not do that, you know, because I want Sonic to be respected again just as much as any Sonic fan does, you know. But anyway, this is Wet and Fire going away. I will see you all in my next video. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time. Bye.